Carson, professor of neurosurgery at Johns Hopkins University and now a Fox News contributor. Doctor, welcome to the team here at Fox News.
Thank you. Very nice.
Good to have you with us this morning. 155 times. Make sense of that.
Well, you know, the interesting thing is some of these transgressions are so blatant that you would have to be, you know, completely almost in coma not to recognize that there's something wrong here. But the thing that to me is most concerning is the fact that the IRS, who is clearly compromised here, is going to be in charge of enforcement of Obamacare. And we don't seem to be all that alarmed about it. We say, yeah, they're under investigation by the House Ways and Means Committee. So what? All right, maybe they're wrong. Maybe they did bad things. Maybe they're going to continue to do bad things. But let's put them in charge anyway. No problem.
100, well, the way it's written up here, the Deputy Assistant to the President for Health Policy, a woman by the name of Jeannie Lambrew, I don't recognize her name, but you just wonder what they were doing. And keep in mind what her job was before the new job.
Yeah,
she was
exactly.
the one who apparently had some role in targeting people on behalf of the IRS.
Well, I think what we have to do, in a way it's good that this is happening because, you know, it's so blatant, it's so in your face that I think even those who are slumbering might start to scratch their heads a little bit and say, wait a minute, what is happening here? You know, this is supposed to be a country that is for, of, and by the people, and the government is taking over, probing into every little detail of your life, like Big Brother, and we're just going to say, ho-hum, well, it shouldn't have happened, but no big deal. Who won the game last night? You know, this is not the right attitude. I'm very happy to see, you know, the truckers and other people starting to say, excuse me, is there a constitution in this country? Are there some rules that we're supposed to be obeying? And, you know, when the Tea Party started saying that, they were demonized, of course. And I suspect the truckers will be, too. Wow. But demonization, that's what you do when you're a Linskyite. It's okay. When you
were on with Megan the other night, you had suggested that the implementation of Obamacare in itself marks a fundamental shift between the people and the government.
Yes.
What did you mean by that?
Well, because the most important thing that you have is your health care. And if that is under the control of the government, then it fundamentally gives them a great deal of power over you. The people are supposed to be at the pinnacle in the system that we have, and now we're willingly placing the government in charge. And, you know, I made mention of the fact that Vladimir Lenin said that socialized medicine is the keystone to the arch of the socialist state. What he meant by that is if you're attempting to change a system into a socialist state, then you need to get control of health care. This is not complex. This is straight out there. Some people will try to make it seem, oh, that's ridiculous. How could you possibly evoke the name of Lenin? How could you possibly not? How could you possibly not be aware of history and aware of social change?
The other point you made is that you become more government-centric as opposed to people-centric. The government's driving decisions and not you as an individual. Well,
exactly.
What do you think of the rollout? You know, you're 2 weeks in now. What do you think?
Well, I was just talking to somebody who said they went on the website and they finally got through, and it was asking for all kinds of personal information, including about your voting. And do you need to be registered? You know, things that really don't have a whole lot to do with health care. It really does make you wonder. And the fact that it's been so complex, so difficult, and they've had 3 years to get the computer registration under control, they can't do that. How are they going to possibly deal with millions and millions of people's medical records? I mean, anybody who thinks that this is all of a sudden going to straighten out and everything's going to be wonderful is drinking the Kool-Aid.
Dr. Ben Carson, it's good to have you on the team.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We will speak again. Thank you for your
Alrighty.
time out of Washington. Okay.